3,000 acres of what's inside our 7,500 square acre park. And over to the left is the old River Bend, hence Beavers Bend. This is where the river used to flow until 1953 when they built a lake here and flooded the old town of Town. It alternated the river's course, and now the river is about a half a mile over to the left of us. If you want to see the old town of Town, you have to get some scuba diving equipment and go about 180 feet down beside the spillway. The old general store and post office are still intact. We have train rides twice an hour, horse rides every hour. If the weather permits, we will have our park hayride at 5:15. We can go over the spillway and through the campground. It takes about an hour, and we can take 40 people at a time. You get your tickets for that at the ticket booth when we get back. I don't know if the rain's going to hold up that long or not. We have tent camping, RV camping, and cabin rentals at Beavers Bend. Up on the lake, we have tent camping, RV camping, and a 60-room lodge with the lakefront view and boat access. Further north from there, we have Carson Creek. It has tent camping and RV camping, lots of boat access. That's where we have our Bass Pro tournament. And north of there, we have Cedar Creek Golf Course. It's one of the #1 rated golf courses here in our state. Up on the highway where you turn to come into Beavers Bend, there's a miniature golf course, go-kart track, and a coffee house. And where you turn to come into the lake at Stevens Gap, there's a Bendigo's Fine Dining, Girls on Wine with free wine samples, Grateful Head Pizza, Lakeway Gas Station has the best bait and good barbecue. Stevens Gap Restaurant has good fish and homemade pies. We also have a restaurant here inside the park. You can order what you like and sit out on their wood deck as you eat your meal. Below there is another deck overlooking a rock bluff and the river. We've had lots of weddings there. It makes for some beautiful pictures. We have the hiking trails, canoes, swim beach, Forest Heritage Center, and usually the Nature Center. The Nature Center is being remodeled right now. It'll open brand new in March. But the Forest Heritage Center is a museum. You can push the buttons as you go around. It'll tell you the history of the park, how the old CCC soldiers, my grandpa Ernest Whitten was one of them that built the lake here. And you can see we had some storms in April. There was a tornado went across the dam at 170 miles an hour. We lost some of our big trees, so we had to clear the tracks and alternate the trail rides a little bit. For bass, crappie, walleye, and catfish.
Yeah. Come back. Too far away.
That one was there earlier. I think she's hiding from the buck that's been chasing her all day. We have dogwood, red vine, pine oak, tin oak, cedar, cypress, holly, maple, and white pine tree. We also have wild muscadine vines. We were all ready for those, and the day they got ripe, the deer got them. Bad for us, good for the deer. If you go down to the south end of the park, right here earlier in the rain. We didn't have any sand in our train, and we couldn't make it up the hill. Took us 4 times, backing up, going forward, backing up, going forward. Finally, some guys pushed me right there at the top, so we made it. This rain does not like rain. The south end of the park has group camp 1. We have 2 of those here in the park. The other one's on the left side of the road here. The group camps are rented through the Little Dixie program, and the park office has a phone number on that. Our time issue rod run, that's the antique car show. In June, on Father's Day weekend, we have our Oachita Festival of the Forest. And last weekend was our Fall Folk Festival. They had their 20th reunion this year. They have some ladies that make the old-fashioned lye soap, blacksmiths that make knives.